Touchdown, LAX, pull up on me. All red Rari, she from Eastside Bumpton. I told her, shawty, what's bragging? Fuck me in the day party at the mansion. Ooh, she a go get out. Need more women party in a party if it ain't got a pole in it. Sit your bougie ass down, this ain't Ruth Chris. This Roscoe's Trap Kitchen on that roof shit. Oh, you ain't know it's still money over bitches, unless the money come with them. Shawty wanna kick it, one call to my driver, go get it. It's a party in the hills, come with me. Girl, I can make you a star. Rearrange, change who you are. Put you in diamonds and cars. Raindrop, hot box, give me head in the drop top. These bitches ain't got no shame about it. They out here fucking whoever poppin'. She don't want you, she just want your pockets. Come get your mate, bitch, she out of pocket. These bitches ain't got no shame about it. They out here fucking whoever poppin'. She don't want you, she just want your pockets. Come get your mate, bitch, she out of pocket. She out of pocket. Come get your mate, bitch, she out of pocket. She out of pocket. Come get your mate, bitch, she out of pocket. She out of pocket. Come get your mate, bitch, she out of pocket. She out of pocket. Come get your mate, bitch, she out of pocket. Why you mad cause I got a bag on me? Or you mad cause I fucked a couple of homies? Pocket full of money, I ain't never lonely. My time expensive, Audemars the Rollie. Took an L, bounce back, I call it Sky Zone. I just got 2 traps from different time zones. International business, I never been a local. Cut the renegade shit and let the real one coach you. Time making money is time well spent. I swear to God, I was broke until I broke a bitch. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You taught material value, I taught her common sense. Don't be acting catty with these other hoes. When they start asking questions, tell her to touch her nose. Or she should've chose. You can run with your renegade friends, but I heard them renegades broke. We can go from down south to the east coast, to the west coast. Baby girl, I'm in beast mode. I'm a genius, baby, it's my G code. I just spent the whole bag, I'm about to reload. Shawty wanna be a trap star. Choose me, you got a trap car, fly you out to Nassau. Might put you in a trap car. Might buy you a crib, paradise in your backyard. Shawty wanna be a trap star. Choose me, you got a trap car, fly you out to Nassau. Might put you in a trap car. Might buy you a crib, paradise in your backyard. These bitches ain't got no shame about it. They out here fucking whoever poppin'. She don't want you, she just want your pockets. Come get your mate, bitch, she out of pocket. These bitches ain't got no shame about it. They out here fucking whoever poppin'. She don't want you, she just want your pockets. Come get your mate, bitch, she out of pocket. She out of pocket. Come get your mate, bitch, she out of pocket. She out of pocket. Come get your mate, bitch, she out of pocket. She out of pocket. Come get your mate, bitch, she out of pocket. She out of pocket. Come get your mate, bitch, she out of pocket.
Yo.
Yo. What's up with it, Star? What's poppin' with it? We
Star
back up in
Cavalli.
here.
You dig?
We back up in this motherfucker. What's cracking, man? It's your boy Ricky Romance. This is the No Filter Podcast, and we here to talk shit and here to bring y'all some fucking current events.
You dig? Happy birthday, MJ. Michael Jackson. Happy birthday, kid.
Happy birthday to one of the greatest to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know, but shit, if Michael was here right now, he would be proud of the whole world. We all his fucking children. He was the first one wearing masks.
We are the world. We
Real
are
talk.
Hey now.
Facts.
Look, hold up though. Look, I
Mm-hmm.
think we was distracted though because of this Donda album, and I think we was the first to talk about the Donda album. What's up with all these artists saying fuck yay today? I don't like that.
Man, I'm gonna start it out like this and say, Chris Brown, nigga, you fucked up, nigga, you fucked up, bro. You didn't have to say that fucking comment about motherfucking gay like that, bro. Come on, my nigga. I fuck with Kanye.
Boy, I
stand with Kanye. Yeah, it's like, you know, a lot of motherfuckers is mad because they didn't make the album. You know what I'm saying?
They throwing temper tantrums.
But Chris, come on, man. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have took a more higher road instead of, you know what I'm saying, instead of saying what you said. You feel me? It's like, come
Especially
on,
the
my
guys
nigga.
in the industry who know how these labels work, and you know how much control we have. Y'all know if y'all gonna say fuck anybody, say the label, but don't put that on Ye. Cause Ye
Man,
actually made a statement and said that he didn't approve of Universal dropping the album.
yeah. So why does Chris Brown have to come out and make that fucking comment, knowing that everybody gonna roll with this shit and blow it up? You feel me?
You
I,
feel me?
I
Yeah, I
mean, if he
just feel
feels some
like
type of way, he need to get in the ring. He need to get in
as
the ring with
leaders,
Kanye.
we gotta lead better. You feel me? Because you know that this young generation, they look into us, and when they see us indulging in the messy shit, they gonna continue to indulge in the messy shit. And Chris Brown is one person who know what that blackball shit feel like. So just Chris, you could have handled that better, my brother.
I
Right here
mean,
on the No Filter
and people,
podcast.
yeah, I mean, people actually starting to look up to you again. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to take that away from the people. I know you don't give a fuck. You reach a level of success, but just look at it. Just look how all this is overshadowing Michael's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Didn't you love Michael?
And
It's like,
especially the shit with with the baby, you feel me, like regardless of how it went, if Hove was supposed to be on the record or part one, part two, whatever it is, the baby, you need that look from Kanye right now, you feel me, like the baby's under a lot of pressure, and if Kanye's offering you an opportunity to put you back out there where you need to be, I think everybody just need to put some respect on Kanye name, you dig?
facts. Facts. Another thing that's kind of being overshadowed is you know, Kanye just came out with a new gadget that's like $200. You know what I'm saying? That it lets users customize any song. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's beautiful for the culture.
yeah. So shit, Kanye not playing. He gonna have motherfuckers paying mad money for this album.
And
Hmm.
I read on the dance locker room, it came from a family member, but people are not sure. But I read on Dancer Locker Room something possibly about Mercedes Moore may have passed away. If that's the case, rest in peace. Prayers to the family. Condolences to all the dancers who looked up to her. I know that's the strip club industry, that's gonna hurt a little bit if that really went on. So if I'm not sure if that's true or not, but if so, rest in peace, Mercedes Moore. And if not, that's a horrible rumor to spread if it's not true.
But yeah, so I usually like this. If we give y'all some information, we usually want to tell you where we got it from. As far as the new gadget that Kanye's selling for $200 that lets you customize any song, that was reported 3 days ago on the New York Post. So it's real. We try to bring y'all some good shit. You know what I
I
mean?
listened to the Donda album too, and it's fire, yeah.
I heard a couple songs today.
That shit
you
is
know,
fire.
and I was just surprised, like, wow, like he really, he's speaking on God all through the album. You know what I
And the
mean?
world need God right now. Not for
Hmm.
nothing, I heard the label might have pushed that through as quickly as they did because they trying to compete with Drake's album, and this whole Drake Kanye beef. Oh, this shit whack, man. I don't like that shit.
Can I be honest? That shit is clearly imported. There's no way that them two is beefing unless Drake is in Kim's inbox.
He was.
For
That's
real?
the whole reason for the divorce, from what I heard.
Man, I just heard. I don't know if it's true. I just heard that Kanye said that him and Kim is back together.
Well, the issue was Drake. I know that much. That's why Drake was dissing Kanye. Drake just recently dissed Kanye in a new record like a week ago. I don't
Interesting.
know, man. I just feel like Drake always up under somebody bitch, and Drake too fly to always need another nigga bitch. Drake, I know you got some first string bitches that want you and you only.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Everybody claimed they were supposed to be on the Donda album, and they mad right now.
Yeah, that's really what it is. You feel me? Like whenever people can't be a part of a project, man, that's when they feelings start coming out. You feel me? Like I don't trust people's feelings when a project is being created. I look to see how people react when it did not benefit them. That's when you find out who people really are.
This is what I found out. I didn't know. So in our first podcast, you know, I was tripping. I was trying to figure out, you know, what did Kanye have a tractor home or is it an RV home? I really couldn't get a good visual of it, you know, of what he was living in inside that stadium. And
Bro
you
set
know what I
himself
found
on
out.
fire.
Listen. What I found out. Check this out. I found out. So Kanye, what he did, he bought his childhood home. That's Kanye's childhood home that he transported and put in the middle of that that $1 billion stadium for what, 2 months?
That's amazing.
Yeah, I heard he was seen with. I was standing outside that motherfucker talking to Marilyn Manson and just different motherfuckers. Yeah, he did album releases parties and all that. I mean, he really changed the game. That's deep. That's deep to go buy your childhood home and then uproot the motherfucker out the ground and have that motherfucker transported into the middle of a stadium. Whoever did some shit like that.
Kanye is the GOAT, man.
He is.
Creative wise, I mean, his creativity is just unmatched.
Yeah. He you know, he's definitely a master at what he does.
That's a fact.
You know, and it's a pleasure. It's just really dope to see where Kanye's went. I had a chance to do a few records with him some years back, maybe nearly almost 20 years ago. That never came out. I think it might be a rough edit out of the record, but then also I'd see that the record got into some other artists' hands as well. So there's a few versions out there. But
well, at least you were mature about it and ain't get to screaming "fuck Kanye" because the record ain't came out. That was very professional of you to do so.
Thank you. Yeah, man. You know, we're trying to get this podcast going, trying to get it jumping. You know what I mean? That way we have a lot more believers. You know, believe it or not, I gotta start out with a lower level of guests. You know what I'm saying? Some of my high profile friends, they're like, you know, they want to see me get this thing jumping. They're scared to be a part of something that they feel is gonna flop. And I'm just here to let you guys know that your boy is here to stay. You feel me? Back
then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me.
Yeah, I believe it. But content is king and consistency is everything. So that's what we're here to give y'all, consistency. You know, facts.
Hell yeah. And I mean, shit. I mean, you know, we gotta bring it to them on the Ricky Romance podcast because they not just here to hear about other people. They here to hear about you.
Hey, we can talk some shit, man. I mean, I've been trying to hold back. You know, I don't know. I guess I started fearing people's opinions and shit, and I just kind of started to tone down. So a lot of shit that I normally would say, I haven't said. But
what would you say of the things that you've gone through? I'm just gonna throw it out there. What bothers you the most at this particular moment?
Well, I feel that there's not enough loyalty. I feel like people use that word loyalty too freely. I feel like people use the word friend too freely.
Absolutely.
And you know, what is really a friend? You know, someone that supports you through thick and thin. You know, right. someone that stands with you when nobody else stands. You know, so it's a difference between a friend and associate, and a lot of people I consider friends, they actually consider me an associate. You know what I mean? And they don't show the same love and support.
Yeah, when that same love you give out isn't reciprocated, you know. And you know what bothers me, Rick? It bothers me that people are comfortable, and when they sneak and they do, you know, weird shit, it's because they know they're wrong. But when we start to talk about how it makes us feel, it's wrong for us to say how we feel, but nobody ever looks at the situation and say, well, damn, you were wronged. I want to say, Rick, I feel like you were done wrong by a lot of people. And I'm not saying you're perfect or you're an angel or you not have done wrong yourself, but I'm one of the people that will stand up and say the way the industry has did you to me, I feel like it's wrong and I don't like it. But I love the fact that you still going, and we here for the people and the people gonna be here for you. So hey, Ricky Romance No Filter podcast, man. Hey, y'all better catch on now. Don't try to jump on the wave when it's already going. You better get on it now.
Yo, these people, man, motherfuckers is really just trying to really tap in to Kanye's universe and his whole publicity of the Donda project. I mean, it's so many rappers that's saying, you know, that Kanye took their verse off of Donda, and it's like, yo, nobody never even heard of you before. Like, what are you talking about?
For real. Like, it's just, you know, the internet, you know what it really is. The internet and this instant gratification, it has made everybody feel like they're a celebrity. You feel me? Like, you know, where we come from, we had to put in a lot. We still don't consider ourselves celebrities, and there's people who would disagree with us when we say that, but these new guys, they make an Instagram and one album cover and they calling themselves celebrities, and the music don't even be out half the time. They just be on Instagram and they're celebrities. Like, I just feel like, man, it's a sense of entitlement, and you know, we had to work for ours.
Man, still working, man. You know what I mean? And I'm you know, like I said, I'm still trying to get this goddamn divorce from that girl. I should have married that girl for
oh my God, from the show, from the Chance show.
Yeah, One More Chance season 1. I shouldn't have married that girl. I don't know what.
I mean, shit. Okay, so Ricky, what happened with that? I ask questions.
Well,
what really happened? The TV gonna portray it one way, but from Ricky, what happened with that situation?
Well, shit, she was eliminated. She was eliminated off the cast, and you know, I had started talking to her about some management opportunities, and we went out for lunch, maybe like a week after the show, and we got so fucked up. You know, I ran that bill up, let her order what she wanted to order, and we got real toasty. Next thing you know, shit, my hand was in her pants. I mean, but then, and then we was riding down the freeway, down the 15 South, in the middle of the night. She had a bottle of that new Snoop Dogg wine. She was wet off that shit. But once we got to Vegas, we came straight to my house, went to sleep, and then woke up in the morning sober. You know what I'm saying? And we went and did the damn thing. I don't know. I think maybe things would have happened different if she wasn't in cahoots with Ray J.
It's that pressure we be talking about, worried about what somebody else is gonna think.
I mean, that was one of his clients, and I think she was feared, possibly. I think she feared possibly, you know, maybe being cut off, you know, because maybe she went to go work with me behind my back. He was supposed to be doing management for her. I was supposed to be doing management. We had a conversation about splitting the management, but things went south. Things went south when I got into my legal trouble.
Hey, God, Rick, no lie. Hey, my girl just DM'd me, one of my shorties, she just DM'd me a meme that said, one thing about a toxic nigga, we know how to get our bitch back.
I don't know. I don't know if my toxic ass was. I don't know if I could get none of my exes back, because I literally say some fucking crazy ass shit.
But you're Scorpio toxic. That's a little different. See, my Scorpio, she say things that are unforgivable, but she got that whack though. So look, man, she know how to get me back.
Right.
That Scorpio water, man, that shit hit different.
You stupid.
Hey, that
So,
Scorpio water make you forgive some unforgivable shit.
man, I'm over here eating some chicken. I'm just fried. I don't know why I ain't got no vegetables on this plate. I just got straight meat on this motherfucker.
Hey, hey,
I'm a real motherfucking
one of my
carnivore.
homeboys, he was like, I heard your boy Ricky Romance No Filter podcast. He was eating. That food sounded good. Hey, it's the No Filter podcast. We keep it
Oh
in a
yeah.
Honda. You
Oh
heard
yeah.
me?
I was eating popcorn on that episode. Oh, fucking that shit up. But yeah,
Okay, so
man.
shit.
People keep asking me about this fucking. They still asking me about this Millennium tour.
I
People
mean, the
still,
people do
people
want to
still,
know because you was there, and then
want
you
to know what
wasn't
happened.
there, and
People want to know what happened. Well, let me be honest. I put up to the set. First of all, my brother told me, he called me and said, we going on tour. I said, for real? He said, yeah, nigga, we gonna get Lambos and everything. I'm like, damn, word, okay. So I'm sitting back at home. The day comes for the tour, get ready for the first show. And I ain't heard from my brother. Right? So I'm like, yeah, so I ain't heard from this nigga Raz and shit. And I'm like, okay, we supposed to go on tour. Why this nigga haven't called me? Where's my ticket at?
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna buy my own ticket. I'm gonna fly in town. And I'm gonna call his ass as soon as I land. I pulled up to New York. The first show was in Long Island.
Because I remember you made it to Charlotte. I talked to you when y'all came to Charlotte.
The first show was in Jersey, I think.
Right.
So I stood up there. No, was it Jersey or was it Long Island?
I know it was up top. I know it was on the East Coast for sure.
So I put up to the first show.
East, and then y'all came this way, and then Florida or something like that.
Right. So I put up to the first show, and bro, as soon as I got there, they're like, where you at? I'm like, shit. I'm on my way to the hotel. I found out where the show was. I found out where the hotel was. I got there, and it was all good. Bro was like, you know what I'm saying? Bro was like, come on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I started doing the damn thing. We went out for the first shows.
I know. I saw you had the jackets and all of that. You was on top of your shit.
Yeah, we went out for the first shows and shit. And I ran into when I went to Colombia, I linked with the Kardiel.
Okay.
And I went to go visit Pablo Escobar's grave, right? So as I'm visiting his grave, I see people taking pictures on his grave, and then I see them walking across the they're walking across the line, and they all going to this other grave site. So I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, yo, who's over there? Whose grave site is that? So everybody's like, yo, that's the cocaine godmother. That's Griselda Blanco's grave.
Blanco, yeah.
So shout out to Pure Blanco, my boy Terrell Blanco, her grandson. And so he reached out to me. So shit, I took a picture on her grave. I hashtag Griselda Blanco. And next thing you know, he was in my inbox like, yo, what's up, man? What you doing on my grandma's grave? Like, and then I guess he did his homework, and he was like, yo, I love you B2K niggas. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not B2K, but what he was saying was, I fuck with your brother's music. Yeah, I fuck with your brother's music and shit. He's like, oh, okay. I'm like, word? I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, yeah, man, I just had to pay my respects to your grandma. So he told me where he lived in New York. When I got out there, the nigga pulled up on me, and he blessed me with some of that, what his grandma's famous for. I'm talking about a big bag.
Wow.
And so, you know, it was a nice amount. So, you know, Marion's little brother Ryan, I know he used to go up. You feel me? You know, he used to kick it with the white girl.
Yeah, I think everybody know that.
So I bust down. So I bust down and get bro a nice handful. Right?
And how did that work out?
Man, let you know, I guess the nigga went back to his brother, to Marion. Next thing you know, my brother was in my ear. Next thing you know, I'm looking like a bad guy. Like Ricky's bringing drugs on the tour. I didn't bring no drugs on the tour. I just got blessed.
Right,
I guess that's how they do it in the cartel. You know, like, here, try my shit. And I don't even fuck around, but I did that time.
Right.
So now, for niggas to make it seem like I brought drugs on the tour, I'm like, yo. Last I remember, Pretty Ricky's bus driver had all the drugs, had all the pills, had everything.
Right.
And they was the most littest. People would thought that B2K would have been really lit on their tour. They was on some like NSYNC shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, wasn't it?
Pretty Ricky was hella ratchet.
Wasn't they like beefing once upon a time?
No, it was never a beef, not that I know of. But I know that Pretty Ricky had a better show than B2K. Cause they were doing all that.
So there was animosity. I know
there was
some animosity once upon a time.
There was animosity because Pleasure P and was mostly Pleasure was feeling like, you know, them niggas was feeling some type of way, like, yo, nigga, got B2K's name real big and bright lights on the marquee, and they got Pretty Ricky real small, and it's like, yo, nigga, our costumes is better than y'all's.
Shout out to Pretty Ricky, man.
We may not dance better than y'all, but nigga, our songs is more freaky. We got
Pretty Ricky is hometown heroes in Miami. That's for sure.
Hey, shout out to Baby Blue. I spoke to bro the other day. Tried to get him on the podcast. He said he couldn't do it for whatever reason, but bro's coming out this way for Thanksgiving, so I'm probably gonna link with bro.
Hey, Diamond, word to Cavalli. I need you to double back, though, you know?
You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Hey, but the tour was lit, though. You know what I'm saying? Me and my nigga Slicker, man, we ran it up on a couple bitches. You know what I'm saying? Choo-choo!
Hey, that boy Slicker a fool.
He's a fucking fool. I love him, man. I love him to death. Even when he came to LA, we rode around and had a ball. Good dude.
I fuck with Slick. He
good
was
energy.
He was fucking with. He had the little tape with the homie Cat Stacks. I saw that shit. Them motherfuckers wild, bro.
Pleasure P could act like a diva.
Oh, that's facts. That's facts.
You know, like a straight, like how Chris Brown just called motherfucking Kanye.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And Spectacular. You know, I guess.
He's going through a transition.
Depending on
trying to figure it out.
Depending on who he fuck with, I guess that he just loyal. You know what I'm saying? Cause
right.
You know, Spec gave me his number, you know, but that nigga never answered his phone, so I stopped tapping in with bro.
Be like that. Hey, listen, we ain't chasing nobody.
But I didn't know bro had the bag, but that ain't no excuse. Don't give out your number if you don't plan on fucking with a motherfucker.
That's facts. Just keep it 100.
You know, I know little homie. You know what I mean? But God don't like ugly, man. The tour is supposed to go back out, and clearly that shit, I don't know what happened. It was supposed to be a Marion, Bow Wow, Pretty Ricky, and some other motherfuckers, like Yin Yang.
Well, the Millennium tour,
it stopped. It has stopped because of the COVID shit, but then they started it back up.
They just cranked back up. I think it's Soulja Boy, Omarion.
Yeah, but when? But why ain't nobody hearing about it? Where's the shows at?
Yeah, that I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That shit is wow. Omarion can't sell no tickets with just Bow Wow. Niggas ain't trying to see that. Niggas ain't coming out for that shit. Nigga, Omarion can't do it without B2K.
And I don't really know how Bow Wow and Soulja Boy gonna work out on tour together either. After that Versus shit, did you see the Versus? That shit was hilarious.
Nah, because why would I watch that? It's like them niggas is both clowns.
That shit, it was a clown show. The whole Versus was a clown show. I was like, these niggas is strange.
I'm just saying, but that tour was crazy as fuck, man. I probably made it through half the fucking tour, and then the nigga, the Gary Gingrich, whoever that nigga who was over the tour from G Squared Events, that nigga's a bitch, ho. Me and that nigga got up face to face, and the nigga came at me real hostile. I mean, niggas was just mad.
We don't take that aggressive thing too well.
Niggas was mad that I was doing my own thing. I took myself on the tour. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My brother didn't buy me no ticket and fly me out there. Now once I got there, he realized that he needed me, and so I ended up packing up his fucking hotel room every night, dragging that shit to the bus. Sometimes they would leave and go to the next city. I'd be still putting the shit on the bus and then riding into the city after them. You know what I mean? So it turned into that.
That's love though. That's love though, and love like that should be appreciated always.
Yeah, but it wasn't reciprocated. Bro promised to pay me a bag after the tour, and that didn't happen. Instead, he told me I cost him like $100,000, and I'm like, how, nigga? You the one that went on the video. You the one that went on the video talking to fucking Chris Stokes, talking about I'm not gonna be on this tour if Chris is around, but Amarion, I do it for you.
Hey,
that don't even make no sense.
One thing
that
I
don't even make no
sense.
That don't make no sense, and what a lot of people don't know.
I feel like he came out and blamed you for a lot of shit after the fact, and I didn't like that.
But let me say this. Me and my brother had a deal where, I was kind of like good cop, bad cop, where I was gonna take a lot of the, I was gonna be the fall guy, and bro was gonna double back, and we, make sure I was bossed up. You feel me?
Right.
Now, so he took that shit too far, and I think he forgot what we discussed.
Had agreed upon, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think bro been partying, and he been going up way too much. He been, you know what I mean? He been, going way too hard. You know what I'm saying? So this shit just turned. It just is all bad. I ended up paying for flights, my own hotels and shit like that. I mean, my brother, he paid for a few hotels and a few flights, but for the most part, I ran through 10 bands trying to keep up with his ass, flying around from city to city and shit. You know what I mean?
Just for bro to go out and
well,
damn, bro.
The main thing I want, not only that I want to experience and see my brother live his dream. He cried about this shit for years.
He really did. He did. And I was happy to see it come together for him.
Everybody was, because nobody believed harder than he did. And
hey, it's funny. I made a bet with somebody like 10, 15 years ago, and I had said it too. I was like, hey, look, B2K gonna come back at least one more time, and they was like, nah. And I'm like, nah. I mean, it might not happen in this decade, but within the next 10, 20 years, they gonna get back on stage together. And the person I was talking to was like, nah. So like, when Braz was saying it, I was right there with him, like, yeah, nigga, it's gonna happen. It might not happen soon, but it's gonna happen. And so to see it happen and to see him manifest that was great. I just feel like to get that manifestation and then, leave your people behind, you can't do that, bro.
Well, I feel like this. My brother's a phenomenal artist, but he wants to be a businessman, and he sucks at business. Like, I'm just saying. Like, no, I'm just saying. I'm not just my brother. I'm just saying.
You keeping it real.
I'm the businessman.
That's
the artist.
That's facts.
And I feel like if he would have stayed in his lane and let me stay in my lane, we'd be a lot further. We'd be doing like Chance and his brother Michael right now, going up even after Real is going. Rest in peace, Brody.
Right, rest in peace, Real. For real.
You know what I'm saying? Amari is keeping Orion lit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been holding my brother down. Everybody know that shit. I didn't put myself out in the press and stuck my neck out for this nigga and risked my Google presence and all kind of shit. You know what I mean? For us to be where we at now with our relationship. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
that tour, man,
I
that
wanna see it come back together properly. You know, just
God willing, I love him, but I ain't gonna chase him. You know what I'm saying?
right.
In a minute, the table's gonna turn, and I'm gonna be the successful one because I'm doing the shit that needs to be done to get to where I gotta go. Bro, still dibbling and dabbling with this and that. He not just sticking to one thing. He not focusing on his music. We shot a
Yeah.
whole bunch of videos. I directed a few that he's probably gonna take the credit for and say he did it. But we shot a lot of videos and shit like that. I called my boy Carlito, and we bought a real dope film crew. Out on the tour, and we started shooting videos like from the first city. You know what I'm saying? And he got an amazing album, but I think he's scared. He's scared to put the shit out.
Hey,
He need
Bryce,
people
throw
around him.
that
He
shit
need
out
people.
there, man. Hey,
He
listen,
need people.
if it's gonna flop, it's gonna flop, and if it's gonna pop, it's gonna pop. Throw that shit out there, man. You ain't never gonna know unless you get it in.
He dropping one record at a time, but here's the thing: when bro got the money, he don't want to invest in himself.
You gotta invest in yourself. That's very important.
He want to take the investor's money and not spend it on what he's supposed to spend it on. You know,
Yeah, that's
it's
not
like,
yeah.
It's like now,
And
now
that fucks up future
out.
bags. You feel me?
It's like now, nigga, you walking around on this motherfucker and on that motherfucker. These people come to me and say, your brother owe me 100,000. He owe me 200,000. He owe me this. I'm like, for real? I'm like, how? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just about prioritizing the bag and doing the right thing with it. So, make your money work for you.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if he just focused on his music, we've already been to his destination. He doing all these little events and shit like that ain't paying him nothing. You know what I mean? And doing all this little extra shit, you know? I just hope he get it right. I love that nigga, man.
Too.
I love that nigga.
I love y'all. I don't want to have to beat his ass. Has been. And seeing y'all together, you know, the way look, man. The way your big brother holds you down, I didn't have nobody in my corner when I went through my situation. So appreciate that shit, bro, because I had to fight my war by myself. You heard me?
Well, my brother's the type of person that if a motherfucker die, he ain't gonna it ain't gonna bother him. You know what I'm saying? He just learned to live alone by himself for so long and seclude himself. But now that he's down in Atlanta, he's getting out a lot more than he usually would. And I heard he's down there tearing up the city with like hosting gigs and shit like that.
Yeah. I was at the I went to the mansion party in Atlanta. He was there. You know, it was cool. We had a brief dialogue. We didn't chop it up too much. It just, I don't know, it felt weird to me. I went out there with a bunch of bitches and shit. You already know how that goes. Just eyes and you know, people was looking at me but didn't, you know, really know what to say, and that, you know, they want to wait till I walk away to catch a bitch in the corner type shit. You know how that shit go. It just, you know, I always come around with pretty girls, and it just, you know, it makes things awkward sometimes. But you know, it looked like he was doing well.
But you know who had a great show on the tour? Fucking Mario. Mario had a really great
I love
tour.
Mario. His voice is beautiful. His voice is beautiful.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Real standoffish. But he knows who he is, and he's a hard worker. He does a really good show. I put him on the stage next to Marion, and there's no comparison. It's like Mario all day. He's seen him. Yeah, like not dancing wise. Mario gonna dance. Mario gonna dance, but Mario really gonna sing and take his shirt off and show his abs. And these bros, they gonna go. Yeah, they really they are. I'm telling you, I seen the reaction.
Omari is great.
Night.
I just feel like Omari's too reserved.
He needs to let us. Yeah. He needs to
pop out. You gotta pop out.
Yeah. He just gotta do his thing. He just gotta let himself go. You know.
Right. And that's the thing too. Like, I just hate the pressure that's put on us by the industry, and you know, it just makes people afraid. Like, shit, No Filter Podcast is here to say, nigga, pop out, man. Don't let these people scare you. Be you.
Amari was he was serving up the Michael Jackson vibe, meaning like he wasn't letting like niggas like Pretty Ricky niggas got, I think it was like Pleasure, and niggas was getting mad and shit. Like, yo, well, it was like Pleasure. Like, niggas was like, you know, niggas wanted to come to Amari's room and say what's up and talk to him, and he was just real standoffish. So niggas feel some type of way about that on the tour.
Yeah, I mean,
throughout the whole tour
on a day-to-day basis.
Throughout the whole tour, niggas feel some type of way about that shit. I kept hearing it. Niggas kept asking, "What's up with your boy? What's up with your folks?" And mind
So
you, I
was acting Hollywood, huh? Hey man, look. At the end of the day, we are artists. We are humans. You feel me? Like, just.
Hey, Ryan always been my little nigga. He used to live with me when my brother, when them niggas was on tour. That nigga, he'd be with me. He'd be at my house. I'd be driving bro around to go fuck bitches. that nigga be sneaking out. That nigga sneak out the house while his mama was asleep, while Leslie was asleep. And I be taking him to little Joe places.
Shit, speaking of, shout out to my nigga Aubrey, man. That was my dog.
That was my dog too. And when I seen bro,
dog, man. I miss Aubrey. I love you, brother.
Yeah, when I seen bro, I guess he was fresh out. He was a super master blood, and I seen him. We was in off of La Brea in Inglewood, and it was all love. It was all good. He had my number. He was saying, "Yo, what's up, big bro?" Woo woo woo. And then, wasn't like a week or something later or something, like as if we had got off the phone with O and them or Ryan, and niggas was like said some foul shit about me and shit. So the nigga, Aubrey was coming real aggressive. Yeah, I thought I didn't know if I was gonna have to like put hands on this nigga because he thought he was grown and he thought he was a master blood. I didn't know, but I always loved that nigga, and I just didn't understand what happened.
Aubrey, word to baby T. What's happening, brother? Like, hey, y'all my brothers, man. I feel like I said, this industry, it like the whole divide and conquer shit. I hate that shit.
If motherfuckers don't fuck with you, they ain't your brothers. You know what I'm saying?
And that's facts. That's facts.
If a motherfucker can turn on you, they ain't your brother. It's just that we just got the love. You know what I mean? So we try to see past that shit, but
right, we love everybody to a fault.
Motherfuckers is living in this world. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being on their own little shit. Like motherfuckers, like we in this world, but we don't gotta be of this world. We don't gotta be like, you know what I mean? We don't gotta.
Hey, just call a spade a spade. We don't have to be opportunists. Cause that's really what it. I mean, listen. A lot of the time, people are thinking about, well, damn, I like this person, but if I show that I like this person, I might lose this opportunity, so they'll act funny with you. That's being an opportunist. You feel me? Like, at no opportunity will waver my loyalty. Like, Rick, if you my brother, you my brother. I don't give a fuck. If Chris Stokes came to me and said, hey, I'll give you $1 million to never do no filter again, I would tell him, suck pun McCocket and no. That's my brother.
Yo, we had some great times doing the tour. Me and Orion, like when the guys was getting ready for the show, Orion would have about 50 badges around his neck, walking around selling the backstage passes. Yeah, he had and we had a good time at the after parties as he was DJing and shit, and we'd be having our little drinks and shit behind the DJ booth and doing our thing, and then
I be seeing them DJing on the Instagram. He be playing all the oldies and shit. Okay, I see.
Yeah, and then shit, and then after the tour, or once I got once motherfuckers kind of was like, yeah, well, Ricky ain't a part of this tour, and the Gary nigga was like, yo, he don't want me coming to no more shows. And niggas start acting weird. Even Yin Yang, my nigga, I was fucking with D-Rock and Kane like every day. I was fucking with D-Rock and Kane. We was rocking harder. We was rocking harder than I was rocking with my brother on the tour. It's like I would see my brother back at the room, and after the show, or I see him before the show, I'll make sure I will go with him to get, once he got to the dressing room, it was him and O in the dressing room, and I kind of spin off and let them do their thing. You know what I mean? Because they had shit.
Look, I'm gonna ask the question that the people want to know. I'm just gonna throw it out.
I want to know. Let's go. Hurry up. What you waiting on?
So in that domestic situation that we all heard about on the tour, do you feel like Raz was set up, or was he wilding?
Well, The girl was crazy. She was off the pills and shit. She had
Because it was ironically
she
after
bought
he
a whole-
sounded off. So I was like,
she bought a whole bag. Callie Brooks. He was dating her. That was his girl at the time. She bought. That bitch had like every kind of pill, all kind of drugs on her. Like we was flying one day. I was like, yo, throw that shit in the trash can. Don't go through the security with that shit. Don't even risk it. You know, we can get to the next city. If you need some more drugs, you can get them there. But she was a major pill popper. You know what I mean? And
okay.
And so she got a little crazy. But I understand women get crazy. The reason why she got crazy because my brother was expecting to have her and still be able to fuck with the fans and have his little bras come through. She wasn't going for that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, nah.
So,
and if you didn't start the relationship off on some
like,
poly shit, you can't
right.
just throw it on the females.
Right.
Ain't
Well,
built like
he
that.
got. He surprises the girls. He surprises the girl that if he's dating a girl, then she's in for a rude surprise most of the time, and that's why his relationships don't work. Because he always try that once he got the girl that he wants, and then he tries to go in and still try to incorporate some more. He trying to be a pimp too late in his life. That's all I can say. Yeah, man.
Hey, listen,
listen.
Look. If you gonna keep it player, you got to be honest up front and let these women know what they're getting into, because that's how you avoid the crazy. When you surprise them, that's when you meet the crazy bitch inside of her. But it's some females out here that's actually with it. You just gotta be, you gotta have the courage and the cojones to tell her the truth. And you'll find somebody that's willing to rock with you. But women are not gonna rock if you told them something different and then something else come to the forefront. So
well, I want us, because I was gonna answer that question. You want to know about kind of like what happened. Bro had the money to bail out. When you go to jail, if you got the money to bail out, you can get the shit dismissed. That's just how it works. That's how the court system works. You know what I'm saying?
So it's not something that's hanging over him.
Oh no! He got that thing dismissed because he had money. You feel me? But did he drag her ass in that mall parking lot? Did he drag her ass behind that trash can for talking crazy to her? Hell yeah! He grabbed her, snatched her ass up. But I'm glad.
That's
glad
not
that
funny. We don't promote that type of behavior.
No, we don't
but
promote the Chris Brown shit.
Look, man. Hey, women. I will say. Sometimes we gotta chill. We gotta chill.
Sometimes women are just provoking nigga. And nigga be like, you know what, bitch? Let me just grab you by your hair and drag you up the street and molly and mop the floor with your ass. I ain't gonna hit you, but I'm gonna snatch that motherfucking wig off your head.
Yeah, I done grabbed a couple wigs in life myself.
Hey, I had to do 2 years, 104 weeks of domestic violence classes when I was like 23, and so I never put my hand on a woman again. I never pushed them. I never got in their face. When they start getting loud, I just get quiet, and if they keep on talking, I leave.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do that.
Yeah, and I pull out the recorder and I start recording. I'm like, yo.
Hey, look, I've definitely had to do that one time, because a lot of the time, like even with me, like I'm still a female, so females will definitely try it, but I've sat and been patient and been push, and then as soon as I snap, they're making it seem like I'm the aggressor or the antagonizer, and I'm not. It's just you can't push people to that point, and then when they react, somehow you're a victim. You can't be the antagonizer and the victim.
Well, y'all heard what Starkavali said, you know what I'm saying?
And this is coming from a woman.
And that's the word for the day, y'all. This is the Ricky Romance No Filter podcast, y'all. We gonna see y'all at the next episode. I know y'all want us to keep talking, but we gonna save some for the next episode. So y'all stay tuned in. If you got questions, be sure to send a message. And until next time.
You dig? It's your podcast.
Let's go. All right, y'all. Tap in. Y'all have a good night, and we will talk to y'all soon.
Peace.
Be sure to tell a friend.
You block me, you unblock me, you block me, you unblock. What are you gonna do? I know we're gonna do it. Why you keep leaving me when every time you leave, you keep coming right back? Toxic. You toxic. time you leave, you keep coming right back. You toxic. Why you keep accusing me of cheating when you know that you be cheating right back? You toxic. 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 You toxic. All we do is hang up and make up. I said all we do is break up and make up. Soon as I fuck, she gon' be right back. I said as soon as we know, we like go best friend. Go best friend. Soon as I fuck, she gon' be right back. I said as soon as we know, we like go best friend. That's my best friend. But if you wanna leave, you could go right back. You wanna leave, you could go. If you wanna leave, you could go right back. Hey, why you keep leaving me when every time you leave, you keep coming right back? You toxic. Why you keep accusing me of cheating when you know that you be cheating right back? You toxic. 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 You toxic. Toxic. You block me. You unblock me. You block me. You unblock. What are you gonna do? Why you keep leaving me when every time you leave, you keep coming right back? Toxic. You toxic.